All right, welcome back, folks. Joining me now, the great Newt Gingrich, former Speaker of the House and a Fox News contributor. Newt, my riff tonight was all about your piece, Reagan, what Reagan would have done and what Reagan did do with respect to these crazy college campuses. And you cite, by the way, and don't want to lose this, Speaker Mike Johnson gave a very tough speech, and it was a pleasure to see him do that. And here we are, Newt, day whatever, with yet another deadline to do something, and Columbia has not done a single thing. What do you make of it?
Well, look, I think, first of all, you have cowards who ideologically are actually sympathetic to the radicals. They're not going to take them on, and they're not going to suffer the risk that their friends won't like them. In addition, you have a George Soros-funded long-term investment in paying for student radicals, giving them fellowships. Between the Rockefeller Institute, the Rockefeller Foundation, and Soros's operations, you have a huge amount of funding going into the radical anti-American left. And it's important to remember that's what this is about. Not only are they pro-Hamas, not only are they anti-Israel, they're anti-American. And the universities ought to close them down. What Reagan did, as you know, in my newsletter, Gingrich 360, I laid out very directly. Reagan came straight at him. He said, you know, if you're not going to be a student, you're not going to be on campus. And if you stay on campus, you're trespassing. And if you're trespassing, we're going to use the police. And if we don't have enough police, we're bringing in the California National Guard. And as a result, he broke the back of student radicalism in California, which was at several university campuses. We need that same kind of attitude across the whole country. And instead, you have this weird combination of Soros paying for it while Biden says nothing. And I think we ought to recognize the Congress, I hope, will investigate what are all the ties, where did the money come from, what were the decisions made, who are the people going around the country helping organize this. You know, how do you end up with 3 Palestinian flags at Harvard over the weekend? There's a constant effort to undermine and weaken the United States. Reagan understood that. I think Speaker Johnson did a great job going to Columbia, and it tells you a lot about Joe Biden, that he hasn't been to a single campus. He hasn't come down hard on this. And if anything, he keeps saying, well, now, let's be even-handed. Baloney. You can't be even-handed dealing with people who are pro-terrorists.
Speaker Newt, another point. They are in violation of the 1964 Civil Rights Act, specifically Title VI. And secondly, why, you talk about private funding by the Soros crowd and the Rockefellers. The Rockefeller thing breaks my heart because Nelson would never have let that happen in his day. But federal funding, taxpayer funding of these universities, huge sums. A place like Columbia got, let's see, $5 billion. Hold on a second. Yes, they got $5.8 billion between 2018 and 2022, according to one of the bipartisan websites. So they're being rewarded by Uncle Sam and taxpayers in order to break the law, break civil rights laws, and this virulent anti-Semitism that is doing so much damage.
Look, Congress ought to take 2 clear steps. One is to eliminate the tax advantage of these giant endowments. I think Harvard's endowment's well over $40 billion. They make $1 billion a year out of their endowment while charging outrageous fees. Second, they should cut off the money. They should have a very clear position. If you can't be a pro-American campus, you shouldn't be getting the American taxpayers' money.
Yes, sir.
And I also think anybody who is currently out there demonstrating who's not an American citizen should be deported immediately. I think we don't have to put up with this.
Great point. Great point. Newt Gingrich, terrific stuff. Thank you, sir. And by the way, I'll send you tonight's riff. We give you full credit. Your Reagan piece stimulated it. Thank you very, very much, Newt. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.